We are back in this world. Last time we were here, we were getting some of our dripstone set up. We got some mining done, and we built this bridge. We also have our farms growing and picking up. So yeah, we got a ton of cows now, and we are breeding up some sheep, because eventually one of the first things I want to do is get a sheep farm, wool farm going, because we want bright colors that are going to be showing up in our build. We're going for like a mystical theme, so we're definitely going to get working on that. However, I did get some feedback. We are going to add some stilts or supports onto this bridge so that it, so it looks nicer. Right now, it's a suspended bridge, has no support on the bottom and no supports hanging it above. Also, these torches are temporary until I get some more iron, because we wasted our iron last time. Until we get some more iron, and until we get it's just something along the side. Maybe I can do like a guardrail and put some torches along the top. We can see how that looks first, but right now it's just the torches because we need light. And so that will not be permanent. We'll take a nap to start the day. Check it out from a distance, huh? It's not really that far of a distance, is it? Yeah, that's much nicer. You didn't see that. Those squids suffocated. Do we want to go to the mine shaft, or do we want to chop down some birch and open that up for future builds and stuff? The mine shaft is more productive. We're going to try to be more productive this episode. We don't want to go too slow. I do know, I understand I do play the game slowly, which is most games. Like, I tend to be completionist in that sense, where, I take the long way around. When I play things like, Skyrim, Assassin's Creed, I tend to do the side quests. Well, at least they nicely collect in this area for me. That's so sweet. Yeah, make room for your buddy. Oof, 2 Endermen. Not a fan of that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I jumped. Well, I made a way up here for you, stupid. Oh, maybe you can't. Maybe I'm stupid. Yeah, just not a fan of these Endermen everywhere. Yeah, eventually I'm going to look at one that's just going to be the end. There's the mine shaft. Alright, you ready for it? I don't know if I am. What are we talking about? We're born ready. And it is a cave spider spawner. Cool, so we know this way is not needed. There's a couple pathways of the mine shaft down and called for and done. So we don't need to go that way. We can go this way. We know that will extend and go down below into where the spider spawner is. Why does cobweb make that noise when we break it? This is a second cave spider spawner. Oh my goodness. So we got 2. We could do a double. I've never done a double cave spider spawner before. That should be interesting. I know a couple YouTubers that I could enlist their assistance via search. The person I tend to look at is Waddles. Just because his designs have always worked for me. And not only that, but I definitely subscribe to him, and he's a very entertaining as well as informational channel. If you haven't seen his, I suggest watching it. I know they say, oh, don't send people away from your channel, but he's a really good watch. So if you're looking for some Minecraft information and entertainment, give him a chance. A lot of people probably, the people I'm telling that to are probably like, duh, I only am watching you because I'm out of videos. But yeah, I highly recommend. No more. We have a dual cave spider spawner we'll be working on in the future. I have a feeling this is the other one. So there's the first there's the first spider spawner we found, which should be in this direction. I hear a lot of different mobs here. Goodness, I'm terrified. And creeper, nice. That's fine. Yeah, we got some stuff to look around here. I'm not sure what the distance was between mobs, or between spawners that you can stand before they both spawn. But there's the one, and then the second one is right there. That seems like if I put a collection area somewhere here, that this wouldn't be a bad spot. Just a thought. Cool. It's not too bad. Multiple skellies. It'd be very cool if there was a skelly spawner. Want to make your way up here? Alright, just decided I don't exist anymore. Just like my dad. We might want to keep a lot of this cobweb, actually. Alright, that should make some of the people that commented last time a little happier. I don't know, I mean, what would you guys like to see? Really, is what I'd like to know. Like, what would you like to see from this? I've mentioned a few times that I am fairly new to the game, so I haven't done a lot, and I would like to get pretty far into the game to prepare for 118, where I will be doing like a full-length series of episodes and really get into it. I don't have a sword, though. Well, you know, maybe that's a sign that we can come back to that in episode 4. And for now, take our loot that we did get. I would like to keep going, though. Would be nice. Back to that. Okay. Yeah, let's try to grab some of the important stuff. We'll probably be able to come back down here. I guess I can grab a lot. I can grab everything. Okay, sprint. Let's get home. There we are. Run towards sunset. Nothing chasing us. Nothing spawning on the bridge, which is a great sign. And I must have been like near this area. Alright. Let's get some sleeping. How you doing, bud? I got a name tag. I can name you. We need an anvil for that. We need to make a chest purely for our valuables. Maybe we put that at the foot of the bed, because, you know, that's where everybody, it's called a foot locker for a reason. So do we want to name our axolotl or our dog first? That's the real question. We can harvest all of our plants, and then, you know what, we're gonna chill out and farm some birch trees up. I think that wouldn't be too bad. I could also clear out this dark oak to help. Yeah, I'll clear out some of those dark oak trees to help clear out some vision. I want to be able to see a little bit further. I don't want my entire landscape to be trees, even though that does kind of add to that whimsical effect we were going for. In terms of functionality of the game, it'd be beneficial to have some vision and actually be able to see what we're looking at. For those of you who just joined, yes, our farms are on top of mushrooms. I plan on getting some more mushrooms, especially once I open up the area here that we have. Plant some more mushrooms and get some more farms on top of the mushrooms. It's not super efficient, but we're going for the aesthetic purposes of it, and you know, I like it. I like having it be a little different than what people would normally do, and I'm sure there's nothing you can really do in Minecraft anymore that hasn't been done. But with limitless possibilities, there's always something to try. So maybe somebody else has done it, maybe somebody else hasn't. Let's start chopping down some birch trees. That way I can interact with you guys, so feel free to comment. I'd love to know how do you play the game. I'm always curious to see, like, what do other people do? Because, like, obviously there's YouTubers and stuff out there that they're constantly worrying about building, and there's a couple of YouTubers like Mumbo Jumbo, a couple of those big ones that they are primarily focused on, like, doing redstone and finding out the fun things they can do with redstone. Like, what do you like to do? I've mentioned it, I like to build. I like to find fun things to do with blocks that people don't normally like. One of the first things I tried to do was find something to do with diorite, because when I first started playing the game, everybody always said they hated diorite, and I didn't get it. I think it's not that bad. I think it's kind of like can have like a really unique kind of pretty texture to it. Especially so, I was in a creative mode because my buddy was like, "Well, if you're gonna play on creative mode at first just to get to the hang of it." But yeah, it didn't really feel like when I was in creative mode, little tangent here, it didn't really feel like I was playing the game. Obviously, that's how Minecraft started, was just like creative mode and sandbox and that sort of thing, but it didn't feel like I was playing Minecraft the way it should be played, and now survival feels like I'm doing that. But anyway, I was in that creative mode, and I took diorite, and my buddy was like, "Yeah, everybody hates diorite. People call it diarrhea, and they always use it to make poop when they're making like sculptures." And I was like, well, I'm gonna try to find something that works for it. And I tried it with purpur, with some like magenta stained glass or something. I think it was like a purple stained glass. Actually ended up looking really nice. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm surprised." So then I threw in some, like, he was like, "Well, do we have anything else?" So I threw in some stripped birch, and that actually turned out like really, really nice. So stripped birch, diorite, and purpur actually look really good together. So if you don't know what to do with diorite, you think it's ugly like what a lot of people that play the game think, just give it a try. Give purpur and diorite a try, because I think it looks good. And purpur is another block that people say they hate, so you can combine two blocks that you really don't know what to do with. Don't throw them away, don't waste them, and make something fun out of them. Make something cool, make something different. I think that I'm going to like this like mythic or mystical build style. I think it's going to give me a lot of creative leeway in terms of color and angles. Like, they don't have to all be perfectly straight and like realistic and designed wise, but I do love architecture. Like, it's like the architecture in real life of most buildings is fun and interesting, and my dad and I often would talk about that growing up, about different like, you'd walk into a building, the first thing you do is look at the ceiling to see like what the trusses look like, and do they have anything exposed in the roof that looks pretty? Are there any sort of design styles that are fun? And like, that's the sort of, there's certain building types that tend to have very pretty design styles, and architecture in that sort of sense has always been interesting to me. But being able to manipulate that and, you know, have a little leeway with it by using a mystical build, magical build style, I think will be really fun. Kind of opened up. It does look a lot nicer over there, so maybe we should work our way this way with the dark oak now. I definitely should clear out these so that I can look into the spruce trees. We'll do that. So since it's a barrel, there's no such thing as a double barrel. That would be an interesting thing they could add into the game, double barrel. There's so many things, like, yeah, I'm new to the game, but I feel like there's so many things I would want to add to this game. There's so many things you could add. There's so much potential, and, like, yeah, there's probably people that dedicate their channels to saying what Minecraft should add, but I feel like there's genuinely so much you can add to Minecraft that could be truly just improving the game. But yeah, since I'm new, I'm not 100% sure what all those could be. But yeah, I really think a double barrel would be fun. Really just concrete slabs. I've rarely used concrete, but concrete slabs and stairs seem like they would be super, like, something that, even as a new player, seems like something that would be added to the game. I haven't seen too many people complain about that, even though I'm sure it's a very common complaint, is concrete slabs and stairs. Yeah, I really think that would be something that would be huge, good little addition to the game. But also just, you know, most blocks being able to be built into full blocks. There's so many things. One thing that I was thinking about, so most things that are broken up into different pieces can be put together. Like, oh, you can break up an iron block into 9 iron ingots, and you can break those or put those back together into a block and back and forth if you want. Sticks are one thing. Like, why can't I put a full crafting table of sticks together and make a slab or a plank? Like, why can't I put those back together? If 2 planks make 4 sticks, why can't I put maybe 4 sticks back together for 1 plank or something? Like, you can have a loss, but, you know, it'd be a way to make sticks that are falling from trees useful, and sticks that, you know, random sticks become useful, not like a waste of space. I don't know, like, a nice way of putting that, but yeah, they kind of feel like a waste of space. I wish I could make the water stand still in the air without having those dirt around it. I think if I could do that, it would be a lot prettier with just the dripstone. But we need a source of water there in order for them to drip and create more dripstone. This is clearly a wild sheep that showed up here. You guys, don't look. Don't look. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. Nothing. You saw nothing too. I wasn't sure about wanting to get rid of those trees, but this opened up so much. Like, that looks... You can see the whole thing, like, all the way here and along the river. So now in the future, I could decorate that and make that look pretty nice. Maybe give us, like, a little, like, because right now our eye wants to take us here, which then once your eye gets to here, because of the way, you know, color works, your eyes jump here and there. And if we're gonna make our eyes jump here, probably should put some sort of decorative, chop some trees down, clear out the trees so it's not so many trees, and then maybe make some, like, a waterfall here. That would be pretty. And then when we dig out this way, right now, yes, these colors take your eye there, but I go straight here just because of the outline created. It kind of like brings you in. Yeah, this was a good call. I think that you can see the different layers of trees plus the mountains. So I think that is a good situation for now. Definitely eventually going to want to clear that out, but for now we're going to leave it that way. Hello. Oh, it looks like it works. Created a pocket here. Yep. Well, thanks for that tip last time. For those of you wondering why I'm gathering clay, one reason is because I mentioned earlier I don't want to do too much villager trading. I know you can get bricks from masons. Yeah, and I don't want to like cheese it. I think it's one of those mechanics in the game. Yeah, they wouldn't put it in the game if they thought it was cheating or anything like that. It's just it's a mechanic that seems too strong to abuse. So I'll use it for some books that are like absolutely necessary, like mending. But I'm not going to use it for masonry and like diamond armor and weapons. Maybe I will when we're doing the 1.18 Let's Play. But for now with the 117, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do Oh, we did it. We did it. So this is gonna look ugly for a little bit. And I know the rule is don't dig down. But we're gonna dig down, and we're gonna dig down with a bucket in our hand. Gonna keep digging straight down like everybody tells me not to. And that's probably why. So you don't end up in mine shafts. Well, I don't think we have lapis. Yeah. Diamonds! Okay, that is cool. So they tell me not to dig down. I dig down, and I found diamonds. Just gonna point that out to anyone who's watching. I mean, I also found a fully jacked up skeleton. But we found diamonds. Okay, so found diamonds. We're gonna end the episode here. Awesome. Thank you for watching. We got gold. We got diamonds. When we come back, we know what we're doing.